Good morning. Welcome to Speaking of Animals. I'm Amy Cartenuto from Flagler Humane Society, and my guest today is a bit of a local celebrity, Kara Hoblick from the Florida Agricultural Legacy Learning Center. She's the executive director there, and I think, Kara, you and I are executive directors that aren't like the, fancy clothes and expense accounts. We're the poop on our shoes executive directors. Right?
Exactly right. I have my cowboy boots on right now.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about the Florida Agricultural Legacy Learning Center, formerly Florida Ag Museum, right?
Yes.
That's what we all know it as, right?
Yes.
It's going to take some getting used to.
Yes. And thank you for having me. This is so exciting. So the word museum really doesn't do justice what we actually are out there. So the Department of Ag chose the Florida Agricultural Legacy Learning Center as our name, and it will help on funding, grants, things like that. As it makes us sound much more serious when we're asking for sponsorships. But I think we are changing our nickname to the farm. Everybody refers to us as the farm, especially the horse boarders. They all tell their families, "I'm going to the farm." So that's much easier to say than that very long mouthful. So yeah, it's a pretty exciting time. We're kind of in a renaissance right now.
Well, and your place is amazing. Anybody that's never been there needs to go there. And there's so much to it. Like we were saying before we started this morning, like we need to do multiple shows because you do so much there. I don't even know where to begin. So you just begin where you want. Okay. Tell us all about what you do.
Okay. Well, our mission is to teach the public about Florida agriculture's past, present, and future. So starting with, since we're speaking of animals, starting with the heritage breeds, and a lot of people say, what is a heritage breed? And it's the first breed that was introduced to an area. So Florida, in 1521, from Spain, came on a ship, which is amazing to me. The first cattle, sheep, horses, goats, pigs, and chickens were brought to Florida. So they are the heritage animals, that specific breed. And there is an organization nationally called the Livestock Conservancy. So we belong to that. They do a lot of excellent work as far as preserving the heritage breeds. And we have, at the Ag Center, we have cattle, sheep, and horses that are all crackers. That's their nickname. The cattle was originally called scrub cattle or piney woods cattle. The pigs were called piney woods rooters. So then the sheep have always been cracker sheep. But this breed is very hardy, and the breed's adapted very well to the Florida environment because it's very similar to their environment where they came from in Spain.
Okay. Interesting. And I've met some of your animals over there that when you do tours over there. And
yes, we have a historic buildings tour, and then we also have an animal tour, which is kind of geared towards the younger children. It came about during COVID when we had so many parents begging us, can we please bring our children? We need something to do outside. So we developed this animal tour. And so it takes the same route and includes the wagon ride, but it just highlights the animals.
That's cool. I know when we do our summer camp, we came to see you just a couple months ago. We came over there with the kids from summer camp, and they had a blast. They love it. They're learning, but they don't know they're learning because it's fun, right?
It's fun and hands-on, exactly. And right now it's an exciting time because we have 4 calves. If you come out before October 3rd, you can still see them, but they are registered cracker cattle, and they are going to the cracker cattle auction in Webster. So if anybody wants to see an actual cattle auction, you're welcome to come. But we do also, even after they are taken to auction, we do have one brand new baby that was just born on Friday.
Oh, wow.
It's adorable, yes. Aww. The little calves are so cute. They're some of my favorites.
Now, y'all do horseback riding lessons out there, trail rides?
Yes, we board horses. So we have, I think, 40 horses boarded right now. And we also have our own horses, and we do guided trail rides 1 hour and 2 hour. And we also do lessons. And also we have the 4-H program out there.
Wow. So much. Now, and of course, I know you have events out there too, separate from the animals. We have our annual Spaghetti Western over there. Actually, shameless commercial plug, April 25th 25th, I think, of 2026. Yeah, April 25th, 2026. We set the date to have our Flagler Humane Society Spaghetti Western dinner at the Caldwell Barn, right?
Yes.
That's what it's called, the Caldwell Barn there. It's a really cool place. I know people have weddings out there, all kinds of, family reunions, all kinds of events, because it's just such a cool place and plenty of parking, and it's a nice, easy, inexpensive also place to have an event. So it's interesting. You've got an event coming up. You were talking about October 5th.
We do Sunday, October 5th. We have the Bohemian Festival, which they had started last year. The first one, they came back this year. We're partnering with them a little more this year. And one really cool activity that we are in charge of is equine therapy. So it's not equestrian therapeutic riding, but it is therapy in the presence of a horse. Mm-hmm. I've read about it. I've never actually seen it. So this is going to be fun to have an actual demonstration. And the sessions are, I believe, 8 weeks long, and each session has a different theme. So what the woman is going to be demonstrating on that day is being a better communicator. So you're in an arena with horses and obstacles, and you are paired up with other people. And the presenter asks you to have the horse do a specific activity through the obstacles. So you have to communicate to the people to help you move the horse, and you have to communicate to the horse to actually do whatever you're asking of them. So it's teaching you how to communicate better with people, and then how horses react to different cues, body language, because horses cannot talk. So they depend on body language. So it's going to be very interesting.
And that's going to be open to people to come that are horse people, but what about people that aren't even used to being around? You think they'll...
I asked her if it's for people that have horses, and she said she prefers people that have never been around horses.
Oh, wow.
Because she said horse people already have the knowledge, and they're determined technique that they use. So she said it's a lot more fun to be around people that have no idea. And a lot of people are afraid of horses, but the horses that are used are extremely calm and patient and very intuitive to other people.
Is there going to be a cost for that? Do you know? Or
yes, the admission is $15, and there is a nominal cost for the therapy, and that is all online.
Okay. It sounds really interesting. Well, while we're talking about it, I know we'll have you at the end of the show say it again too, but since we're talking about it now, tell them what website to go to.
FloridaAgMuseum.org.
So
still the old name. That hasn't changed yet.
Yeah. So what do you think of the name change since we're back to?
It's a lot. The name, it's a long name, but it is actually what we are doing.
Yeah.
But I like the nickname of the farm. It's easy to say. If somebody's traveling through Florida and wants something to do, I think if they see the farm and the activities that we actually provide out there, that sounds much more appealing to the general public. But as far as funding and being serious and very professional, that is a very professional name.
Yeah.
So
it's a good name. It'll just take some getting used to for you.
Like anything. It's very difficult to say. We had to print it over the phone so we could actually say it.
Now, how long have you been with the Florida? I'll just still call it the Ag Museum.
Or the farm.
The farm. How long have you been there?
I've been there 10 years. I started as a volunteer, and then after about a year, started as part-time, and then got roped into, executive director. So it's strange because I feel like everything that I've done in my life has trained me for this position.
And your husband is in the same kind of work too, isn't he?
He is, yes. He is retired now, but he was the president of Florida Farm Bureau. So,
it's who you guys are, I guess, huh?
Yes. And we both have very strong agricultural background. I grew up in Illinois on a cattle and sod farm, and then moved to Florida when I was 12. And my dad continued in agriculture in the cut foliage industry. And then my husband's family also does that. So he and I have purchased the family farm. It's third generation. So we provide cut foliage to the wholesale florist industry. So when you get an arrangement of flowers, it's all the greens that are in there. That comes from our area.
Oh,
So,
well, very cool. Very cool. You obviously love what you do, and that shows in, I'm sure the care the animals get and everything over there. So
I do love the animals. It's a fantastic environment, and we have so many horses right in the pastures as you're driving in. So one of my favorite things is when I come in the morning and they're still in their little feeding paddocks along the driveway. I get to say, "Good morning, honey."
Good morning. Good morning.
Glow.
So
our news. Go ahead.
Well, we're gonna have to take a quick break, but we're gonna be right back. Welcome back to Speaking of Animals. I'm Amy Caratenuto here with Kara Hoblick, and we also have another guest here that we haven't mentioned yet. We haven't introduced Charlie. Charlie is our feline co-host today. He's settled in. He wasn't wiped out about the car ride to the studio, but he's settled in. Charlie's just been at the shelter for a little while. His owners ended up surrendering him to the shelter, and he's just kind of a chill boy. He keeps his cage at the shelter clean. He just kind of hangs out, and he's a good boy, right, Charlie?
And he's gorgeous.
He's beautiful. He's got sort of that Maine Coonish looking coat. I don't think he really is a Maine Coon, but he could substitute for one if you're. So Charlie's helping us today, but we're mostly talking about the Florida Agricultural Legacy Learning Center. I'm going to get this right. And I did want to ask you, Kara. I've heard people call this the Flagler blah, blah, blah. But it really is Florida. Not every county has this. We're really blessed to have this in Flagler County because this is Florida.
Yes,
right?
yes. We were started in 1983 in Tallahassee. And the board of directors, we were started by a state statute. And a nonprofit was formed. And the board of trustees wanted to choose, instead of just being in a room in the Department of Ag with artifacts, they wanted to have a large piece of property to tell the story about Florida agriculture. So a request went out to every county in the state of Florida, and the board met, 30 board members met and went through all of the proposals. A few counties thought that for sure they would have it, like Hillsborough and Marion County, very, very large and strong in agriculture. And when people woke up in the morning and heard Flagler County, they all said, "Who? Where?" And it took me a while to get the answer why they chose Flagler, and for a couple of reasons. First of all, 400 acres were donated to the nonprofit. And the location, it's directly off interstate, and it's kind of central Florida. Mm-hmm. And then also, which is really interesting to me, is that the overwhelming support from the community, the business leaders, government officials. And so that's where it ended up in, and we represent the entire state of Florida.
That's so cool.
It really is cool. And I always, whenever I go anywhere local, we are so lucky that this is in our backyard, because it could have been anywhere in the state of Florida. Mm-hmm. It could have been in the Panhandle, South Florida, but we have it right here.
That is cool.
Thank you for asking.
So who donated the land? Was that ITT days? Or?
It was owned by ITT, and then Rainier purchased it and put timber on it. And then I'm not
Palm
sure.
Coast Holdings?
Palm Coast Holdings was a part in it. A gentleman, a local farmer by the name of Raymond Tucker, was very instrumental in doing the land purchases, and then it was given to Flagler County, and then Flagler County donated it to the nonprofit. So it went through several steps, and it was a very long process. And the person that I would love to have on tape is the retired now attorney Al Hadid, but he knows all of the history.
Yes.
So
yeah, you're right. Now that he's retired, I need to bring him and make him do the show. He
knows a lot, a wealth of information.
Yes. Well, that's a cool story. I love I think the older I get, the more I appreciate history.
Isn't that true? Yes.
It's bad. So, you also mentioned that you have a new baby.
Yes.
We have to talk about the baby.
Yes. The big baby is what we're talking about. Yes. Yes. So one of the horse boarders rescued a Clydesdale, and her name is Glow, and she is huge. And to acclimate her to the property, we put her in the paddock of Misfits.
Oh.
So she is in the paddock with a donkey, a Sicilian donkey, a miniature horse, a cracker cow, and now her. And the funny thing is that the miniature horse, the smallest horse on the property, and the Clydesdale, the largest horse on the property, are best friends. They are, best friends.
Besties.
Yes, they are.
Aww.
They are inseparable. And the miniature, his name is Churro. He actually walks under her and just hangs out all the time. So it's
Cute.
adorable.
Did you have a? Can we? I know we're
Yes.
mostly radio, but
Yep, that's okay.
that just sounds so sweet.
And whenever anyone has an event in the dairy barn, that paddock is right next to the dairy barn, so they can walk over and pet them and
So
watch
sweet.
them. And yes, yeah.
That's really sweet. That's really sweet. I love it. I love when like at the shelter we have that too. Like, the ones that you just don't think are going to be buddies end up being best friends.
Yep. Animals are incredible creatures.
Yep, they know more than we do for sure. So cool. Well, what other cool stories? What other things do you have going on over there?
We have some events coming up. We started back our country market, and it's
we're part of that.
Yes.
That's fun.
Yeah, and we started it last year, so we're in our second year, and it's in the Caldwell Dairy Barn. It's free. What we want to provide is a community event. So if anybody that wants to come out, it's free admission, free parking. We'll have vendors, entertainment. We can have our stage out if any band would like to participate, or dance demonstrations, really anything, just to highlight what is happening in the community.
Mm-hmm. That's Saturday mornings.
The second Saturday of every month, from 10 to 2.
Okay. Yeah, everybody should remember that. Come see us, too, because we bring adoptable animals, and it's fun and free. Who can pass up free?
Exactly, yes. And we do cart rides. So Churro, the mini horse, pulls a cart, so we give cart rides, too, so that's fun.
And then you have do you do the wagon rides during that? Or
We do the wagon rides also. And then new for Halloween, we're doing a new event. In the morning, we're having a homeschool day, so it's the school touring property is reserved just for the homeschoolers. And then later in the afternoon on the 31st from 3 to 6, we're having a new Halloween event. And it's going to be old-fashioned games, again, a community event, and that is completely free. And we are also having we just picked it up today, a candy cannon. So it's a cannon that shoots out candy, and then all the kids can go gather up the candy. So.
Oh, wow. I definitely have to tell our staff about that, because they'll take the candy cannon. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, so that's going to be fun. And we'll have the animals out for that also.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Well, we're going to take one more quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Speaking of Animals. So Charlie and Kara and I are here. And Kara, you've got an event you wanted to mention, or a couple of events?
Yes. One event that I'd like to talk about is the Great Florida Cattle Drive. And that only happens, it used to happen every 10 years, but now they are coordinating it every 5 years. So the next event will be the last week of January. And it's travels about 80 miles, about 500 riders, and primitive camping. You camp in a different location each night. It's an incredible experience. So if anybody is interested in doing this, you have to have your own horse and your own camping gear. And but that's on their website, GreatFloridaCattleDrive.com, and we'll have a link on our website too. And the last day of the ride, all 500 riders and possibly 500 cattle will go into the Kissimmee arena for a full day of festivities. They have barbecue cook-off, vendors, music. So it's a really fun thing, and it's depicting the original drives when the cattle were driven to the West Coast to be put on ships to be sold in Cuba. So it's a historical event. So that last day is really cool.
Interesting. So we've been talking a lot about your place today, and we assume everybody knows where it is, but just in case people don't know where you are, where are you?
The address is 7900 Old Kings Road North. So we are in the corner of US 1 and Old Kings Road. And there's so much construction. We have a roundabout. A lot of people complain about the roundabout. I love it because it slows everybody down in the property. So it's and we have 460 acres. Our boundaries are Pulsar Creek, which is the St. Johns County line, to the north, and Old Kings to the south, US 1 to the west, and I-95 to the east. So it's a fantastic piece of property.
It's so beautiful back there. So Princess Place is part of you?
No, Princess Place is to the east of us.
To the east of you. It's all just beautiful.
And if anybody drives by, we just harvested 80 acres of timber. So a portion of it will be replanted, and the other portion will be in pastures. So everybody is afraid that it's being developed, but it's all going back into agriculture.
Thank you for reassuring everybody that, because I bet you do get questioned about that. Yes. So, well, I do have one quick thing I want to mention for this coming Sunday. We're going to have another Coffee with the Cats adoption event at the shelter. Have a lot of gorgeous kitties up for adoption. So we're going to have our education room open and cats running around so you can interact a little bit more than usual. And obviously, coffee, refreshments, donuts, little just snacks, light snacks, but everything's, free, obviously. And we want you to come in. We have adoption specials on the cats, and come see the dogs too while you're at it. But that's Sunday, from 1 until 3 this coming Sunday. So anyway, Kara and also Charlie, thank you, Charlie, for being here today.
Charlie has been fantastic. He is a sweetheart.
He's a good boy. He's just kind of chilling like he does. If you want a cat that's easygoing, that's Charlie. But thank you, Kara, for being here. You're such a you have so much information and so much going on over there. I think we could talk forever about this. So we'll have to have you come back.
All right. I'd love to. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you, everybody, for listening, and we will talk again soon.